Hi all, this is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is fabulous. Absolutely great. Too bad I can't go to the beach without being 6 feet away from the nearest person. Dr. Mark Ritz, and thank you. And Dr. Rumpelmintz, thank you. The dump that the athx took, well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to go in order. First, we're going to do what I advertised first, jazz. Then we're going to do 3M, then athx. So athx is third up tonight. So magnificent answer, shalom to you. Pete, howdy doody. Howdy doody, Pete. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty nasty, right, Doctor? Tim is making money on athx. Very nice call, Tim. Tim has had some good ones. Yeah, I don't know why you're not seeing my tweets. I'm following you. Yes, I'm back from the Hamptons. I'm going tomorrow to the Hamptons. Back and forth a lot. Hey, my friend.
Hey, Dr. J.
So we're going to follow Dr. Mark Feldman's suggestion. We're going to look at jazz pharmaceuticals first. Then we're going to get into athx third. And fourth up is CVM. Fifth up is co-diagnostics. Then APT, and then Lake and Geron and aemd and more. So that's the order. Third and fourth are athx and CVM, which I think most of the people here are anxious to talk about. So we'll take a quick peek at the chart on jazz, which shows clearly why I went into it at 111 and added an hour later. I like the chart, and also one of my respected followers alerted me to this one. So combination of things, really. And jazz.
Was bcrx on the list? You gotta look at bcrx.
Oh, that'll be the more.
Yeah, the more. Yeah.
We'll end with bcrx.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eyes of Money is interested in athx. Okay.
Yeah, this.
How was your week? Good week this week?
Yeah, thanks to your call on aemd. That was a great call.
Yeah.
Saved my entire week. So bravo. Very nice.
That's good.
I will never question your gut ever again.
Well, I'm questioning my own gut. We'll get
to that. Yeah. Well, you can question your gut. I won't question your gut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Hey, here's a disclaimer though that today was quant witching, so a lot of stock got hit in the last 3 minutes.
Which brings us to our usual disclaimer: our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Do your own due diligence. Check with your investment advisor before acting on anything that I say, Jake says, Sean Jan says, Tim Graham says, Eyes of Money says, Cabinet Guy says, and so on. Okay? All right?
All right.
Yeah, that's our usual disclaimer. Don't believe a word we say. We lie. Sort of. Not really. I'm one of the most truthful people you're going to find on YouTube or StockTwits. I tell the truth. I may not always be right, but I tell the truth. I tell it as I see it. All right, so let's get started. My screen is clear. I hope so.
Still using your Mac?
No, it's only my Hamptons machine. I'm going to bring a mouse next time I do it from the Hamptons.
Yeah.
I'm going back tomorrow. I've been running a shuttle back and forth to the Hamptons. All right. So this is a chart of Jazz. As I said, when I bought it, I will buy, if it hits 106.5, right about the midpoint of this big green candle from Monday, big engulfing candle on Monday. So I like that big engulfing on Monday very much. And if it hits the midpoint of that engulfing candle, I'll add. I really don't think it's going to happen. What I'm looking for is that it take out the high on Tuesday of 115, in which case I'll probably do your call thing and add by buying call options, short-term call options. I think it could easily run to, let's say, 120 at least on a takeout of 115. So I think it's a good call option play. I put in an alert at 115. I also have an alert at 106.50. I don't like to do automatic orders. I just use alerts.
What's the time frame?
What's the time frame?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do.
I think that if it takes out 115, we're looking at a week before it reaches my target of 120.
All right.
At the most.
Yeah.
Maybe a day, a week. What's the difference?
Wow. I mean, there's July 17 call option for 115 strike price for $5. That's not too bad, actually. It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and if it goes 106.50, I'm just going to buy the stock.
Yeah, and this is purely technical alone, right? For it running this week.
Like I said, I love this big engulfing candle. It's a big, juicy green engulfing candle. It marks the end of a downturn. It comes at the right place, and I like the size of it. I like the way it looks. I don't go crazy with engulfing candles because I did a study on it. And I found with the careful study of it over a long period of time that I could only eke out a small profit, except when you have the right feel. And this seems to have the right feel to me.
Yeah. All right.
It seems to have the right look feel. And again, the fundamentals, I don't really know, but it's a good company with approved products. And I respect the fellow who alerted me on it. So,
all right. So your gutometer, right? Or 1 out of 10, or you rank it? Yeah.
Very high, 8.5.
That's pretty good. Okay.
8.5.
Okay, that's pretty good.
All right. So that's Jazz, and then the next one on our list is 3M. I'll just overlay. I'm also very high on Geron. We'll look at that later.
Yeah.
I want to thank Musketeer and Port Royal for keeping me informed on the movements of Geron. Shout out to Musketeer and Port Royal. All right, 3M, 158.15 was the close. 158.15. I closed everything out at 160, I believe, right around there. And I sold for several reasons. One, I don't like the price action. It's an indefinite recent downtrend. I don't like that. Number two, I don't like the pre-announcement of very weak May sales revenues. And in particular, in the division where they sell masks, we're down something like 20%. I mean, it's crazy. So as high as I was on 3M, it kept me in it for a while, but I decided I got to think with my head, not with my heart on this one. So I'm out.
You're out. Wow. You were super bullish on 3M.
I know. It took a lot to make me go out, but I did.
Yeah.
And look, I went out with a nice profit. It's never wrong to take a profit.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
look, I bought it.
I was gonna get in, but never mind.
I bought it 135. I bought it 145. I'm out at 160. It's not terrible. Plus, I picked up a dividend.
Yeah.
You could do
what you usually play. So I was going to follow your lead on 3M, but
if I might consider getting back in the middle of this green candle. I might. I'll reevaluate, of course, but that would be about 150. Let's say 154, something like that. I'll give it a look. It's possible I might nibble at 154. Right. The next one on our list is athx, correct?
Oh yeah, I got in today when it dipped. I hope that was the right decision. If not, I'll wait.
Absolutely.
Q4.
The chart dictated that. No, the chart dictated you get in at that bottom, and we'll take a look at the chart. Yeah, in fact, the chart dictated that you had to get out at 264. That was a scary drop below 265. It caused a lot of technical sells. So there was that, a lot of technical sells, a lot of sell programs by the toots. And then there was also the shorts piling in. And finally, the barter news wasn't good. So a lot of things, a confluence.
Yeah, so what is this barter news again, just so everyone knows?
Barter?
Yeah, I mean, what was the barter news? Yeah, what exactly was the barter news?
They're going to spend $350 million, which I think they already spent, on the very sick treatment for the very sick patients of COVID and research, and not give any more pennies, not a penny more to funding lung research in COVID patients. And they're only going to mainly fund vaccines. You know, Trump likes
vaccine and antivirals.
Yes, but more vaccines.
More vaccine, okay.
The Trump emphasis is get that damn vaccine by October so I can win the election.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, politics should have no place in looking over, in determining the health and welfare of the citizens of the country. I'm not saying a vaccine is not necessary, but so is treatment of the very ill.
So this article came out like 13 hours ago.
I don't know, but it takes time to sink in, to get around.
Interesting. Huh.
It's not like it's not like alarm bells rang. It's not like did you hear BARDA's not funding lung illness? I don't think it was like that. I think
go ahead.
Well,
I was gonna say a PR from the company typically is instantaneous, right? As far as the pop goes. An article, highlighting how the Trump administration is, supporting more vaccines than lungs, therapeutics. Maybe not so. Now, it's interesting that the drop happened at like 30 minutes before close. So that's interesting. So it could be barter news and quad witching as well, because the last 30 minutes, so many stocks just took a huge dump.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's that.
I mean, it dropped 31.36%. Do I think that's too much? Yes. So do I think the selling was overdone? Yes. But where I sold 15% only of my stock today. And I sold it as soon as I had an alert at 265 was my alert. I warned everybody it dropped below 65. Look out below. Did I not say that? I know I said it. So I took my own advice, but not enough. Maybe I sold 20%. I don't know what I sold, but it wasn't nearly enough. I still got slammed along with everybody else. So Dr. J may be smart, but I'm not that smart.
Yeah. Now, I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna say this stock recovers probably around 230 range next week.
Probably. I mean, let me see where we close. Where's the RSI on this? Do I have an RSI? I don't even have an RSI. Son of a gun. I'm going to add it. Take a second. I just want to see if it's in I'm sure it's in oversold territory. There's no question. It has to be in oversold territory. I don't know why I'm having trouble finding the RSI. There it is. All right, so let's take a look. I'll just make it darker. And I'll change it to 70-30, which is what I use. 70-30. Okay, let's take a quick look. The RSI, it was overbought back here on 4/1 when it shot up to all-time high. Maybe not all-time high, but the high of the year. But today it didn't go down quite into oversold, but close. RSI of 32. So it took a tremendous drop over time. Today's drop in the RSI I'm surprised, but wasn't big enough to put it in quite an oversold territory. Do I think there's more to go? I don't know. I mean, this is a tough call here. This is a real big drop, broke trend line. I mean, it was ugly when it broke this 265 right here. You see this line? When it did that, you had this much of a candle, clearly below trend. And look at that trend line. It lasted forever. So, it's going to be tough sledding. They look like they wanted to do a shelf and waited too long. That's what it looks like.
But now they have to pump it up so they can do the offering.
I don't know if they can. I think they're going to do a shelf one way or the other.
They got a little bit before they do it.
This could get knocked down even further. Who knows? I don't think they're the winner of the odds race. I think Miso is. So, I mean, I don't want to declare them a loser. I think they're certainly in the fight. But I have a feeling they're not the winner of the odds race. Maybe there's more than one winner. But I don't know how much good that's going to do them anyway. They're not getting the barter funding. Who knows? I think the big money is what I always said, the end of the year and stroke.
Right.
That's where the big money is. Am I very disappointed? Yes, I took a big hit. I sold a lot of shares, and I still have enough shares to wallpaper my room, my bedroom. So too much. Can we go on to CVM before I get sicker?
Yeah, yep. CVM it is. This one's the fourth quarter stock. Really last minute of the game. So, I mean, I know you own a lot of athx, but yeah, CVM is what's keeping me up at night. I mean, not literally, Pacific and baby.
CVM has been giving me agita for a while.
Right.
My feelings are that it's even money, a coin flip. That means I'm either going to be, probably sometime next week, I'll either buy myself a Tesla SUV or a Toyota Camry. And I'm hoping it's a Tesla SUV.
Yeah. You look good in a Tesla SUV. Yeah, I think that fits you.
It does fit me. Better than the doggone Camry. I don't really love Camrys.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad car.
So what happened this week, CVM? Well, kind of a neutral upward week. Good day, except for the last 5 minutes.
Let's look at we could look at the daily. It's on trend. It doesn't look like anything if you look at the daily. It looks just like a normal day. But let's look at the 15-minute. And maybe we'll see something that's different. Well, in the last half hour, we got a lot of volume. In the last 15 minutes, we got a ton of volume. And that volume was all selling. This kind of candle is distribution candle. So the last 15 minutes was all selling. And probably right into the close, right? It was a big trade at the close, correct?
Yeah, so let's put it into perspective. This same thing happened to bcrx and like 3 other stock, right? Average volume for the entire day, a little bit above average, and then 3x the average volume comes in at the last like 10 minutes. Not selling. So I think it's not anything ominous, I honestly just think it's quant witching that's happening here, right? Because there's like 2 million shares.
Even the 15 minutes, as bad as the last 15 minutes was, the 15-minute chart is still showing it's conforming to trend. So there's nothing that's a giveaway in the chart except the heavy distribution in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, but the same thing happened in T2 to bcrx to I have like 2 more companies, like the exact same pattern. Even the last 30 minutes going up.
Let's just attribute it to quad witching and be done with it.
Yeah, but the other thing that happened, and I don't think it's rebalancing, but the other thing that happened, obviously the Adam Fierstein guy came out with a tweet. It's nothing too crazy. It's just like he's calling out some guy for shutting down his Twitter account, and that guy is supposed to be a paid pumper by CVM, right? So
isn't that ironical? The paid basher is calling out the paid pumper.
Yeah,
I love it. I really love that. That's good irony.
Yeah, it's not news. It's a nothing burger essentially. You have bigger things to worry about. Is what I'm saying.
Even Amazon the last few minutes. Yeah, Magnificent Dancer says just quad witching and rebalancing. And even Amazon had a huge drop the last 15 minutes. So I wasn't going to chart Amazon, maybe I will.
Yeah.
But the next one on the list is after CVM, let me just say.
Yeah, well,
Next one on the
so
list.
Dr. J, so when do you
Yeah.
think data will drop for CVM? What's
Monday
your
through Friday of next.
by next
Pick a
Friday?
day.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
The time is now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I
with
would be surprised.
second week of July. Um,
I would be surprised if it goes into July personally.
yeah, I'll go with second week of July. Uh,
Maybe. I mean, it's just a guess.
yeah.
It's just a guess. That's all it is. And I want to check on my order. I want to do things in order. I made a promise to Dr. Feldman, and I think it's a good thing to stick to. It's to when I advertise the order, if I just stay with that, people can find what they're looking for better. But I think they miss things if they don't watch the whole show, because if the people didn't watch the whole show yet on Wednesday or other days, they wouldn't have heard about aemd. If all they cared about was, for example, CVM, right?
Yeah.
So I got CVM, co-diagnostics, then APT, then Lake, then Geron, then aemd, then bcrx, and maybe Amazon if we have time. So the next one is Codex and APT and Lake. Okay. I like co-diagnostics a lot. It's becoming one of my better holdings.
Oh yeah.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn is here. When Brooklyn is here, listen to what Brooklyn says. Cabinet guy says second week of July. Look, it could be. It's your guess is mine. Bob says in case he misses something, he always replays the show. Not a bad idea. I ought to do that myself in case I miss something. Sometimes I forget what Dr. J said. I'm serious. I forgot all about athx. I wanted to buy it and totally forgot because I got caught up in the aemd news. And Tim Graham was high on that one. That's Cabinet Guy's bro.
Really?
Cabinet Guy's bro.
Cabinet guy.
Let's get back in code. Cabinet Guy's brother gave us, alerted us to athx on Wednesday, and it was really a good one. Looked like a good one from the charts. So we're doing codx.
So what do you like about Codex?
I think they got the goods on the test. I think the testing is superior to some of the other companies. The accuracy is amazing. And in Brazil now with trials that should come out very nice. So just like bcrx is in Brazil, Brazil is the hub of the disease. I think it still is, right?
Yeah. I didn't know they were.
So we'll get some feedback. I'm pretty sure they're in Brazil.
You're probably right.
I mean, I don't follow the fundamentals out carefully, but I'm pretty sure they're in Brazil. I have so much track of what's in each. I got like 6 of them in Merrill. I got like another 6 of them in TD Ameritrade Schwab, and it's ridiculous. I got to consolidate. It's driving me crazy already. I actually forgot. I forgot that I own CVM call. I thought I sold all of them. I sold them in one account, but not the other account.
Oh, your June
So
call?
Yeah, I got confused. I don't pay enough attention to this thing, morning, noon, and night. I don't. I know I should. I mean, I don't have. It's a matter of choice. I just don't want to. But I make mistakes because of that. And maybe that mistake is I'm not 21 yet anymore. Who knows? I tell you, when I was 21, I might have been the smartest guy in Brooklyn. I was so freaking smart.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm getting to be a dumb old man. All right, let's see. Maybe not dumb, but not as sharp as I used to be. I'll tell you that much. So enjoy being 30. What's the story here? It had a nice dip, no question, but it certainly looks like it put in a bottom here, and it put it in where I would have expected it to put it in. So I really like where it bottomed. I like the rebound off the bottom. So let's draw that horizontal line right in here. It bottomed in exactly the right place, you see? Exactly the right place. So it bottomed nicely. It came up, took out the high of the day of the Wednesday candle, and closed very solid. I think we're going to test the high that was made on Monday of 1780. So I'm looking forward to a good week next week on codx. Moving right along, A, P, E, and then Lake, right?
Yeah.
Alpha Tech, or whatever it's called. APT, I made a lot of money on, and probably the biggest mover that I caught in this whole COVID play. I bought it at 4, sold it at 40.
Oh,
I didn't sell all of it. I sold it on the way down. But I sold some on the way down in the 20s. And then I don't get rid of everything at one time, usually.
Yeah. See, this one I did not
sold it all,
but into, and I regret it. This is back. I remember this is back in the days where I was calling BS on COVID, which I was very wrong on, by the way. So I totally missed out on an APT. Could have saved my portfolio.
I was very early to go into these.
Yeah.
I was very early to go in. You gotta be early to really catch the moves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's had a nice little run, APT. Spike bought it at about 11 or 12. When I was touting Lake, he defied Dr. J. He said, I think APT is better. And it turns out he's right, Bob. I mean, Lake has got a nice pop too, don't get me wrong.
Gotta get out of these.
All right, so APT had a very nice run. Very nice run. Look at that trend line. Solid trend line. A high, I believe. Let's see what the high was here. 1735. What was the high the other day? 1742. So we put in a higher high and a recent series of higher highs and higher lows. Beautiful trend line. It's really acting very nice from a technical point of view. So, does it have much left? I don't know. Probably has more left. a Momo play. I guess the play is on mass, even more so than PPE, although mask is a PPE. But they have respirator masks, APT. They make the end version. I don't think they make the paper masks at all, which is what's selling to the masses, you know? So the other factor is it was like a $40 million market cap stock that when I bought it at 4, and I think I sold it, it was 400 million, 10 times that. I don't know what its market cap is here. I'm guessing, let's see, 40 times 4, maybe 160 million.
Yeah, it's like 230
it's over
right
2?
Now. Yeah, 230 right now, yeah.
230.
Yeah.
So it's getting to be, you know, a little iffy in terms of market cap, but it looks like it has, until it breaks trend, if I owned it, I'd stay with it. Would I buy here? Probably, I don't think I will. But if I owned it, I wouldn't be selling it. And that's my advice to Spike, who's probably listening. Good pick, Spike.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lake.
This is a good call, Lake. Great ER. That was a great call.
Oh, Lake, I bought it early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I made you buy it some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, great call on Lake.
I said, Jake, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, great call on Lake. ER was fantastic. Next one should be good too, but they might slow bleed for a little bit.
I think Lake has plenty, but Jake has plenty left in the fuel tank. You know what Lake is? It's a $30 to $40 stock trading at $21. That's what it is. Any normal multiple of earnings, and this thing is $30 to $40. And the third quarter should just be phenomenal. And they're ramping up production. It's gonna be phenomenal. Miss $21 is still cheap. What did we buy? I started buying it in about 15 or 14.
Yeah, 16 for me.
So I'm doing well on this. I buy it. You know, I buy it almost every day. Do you know that? I keep adding to it. I bought a little bit yesterday. I love it. I just, I really like this one.
Yeah. I sold out, but I'm probably going to get back in. I mean, I think it's spiked to like 25 or 26, something like that.
There's no reason to sell it. There's absolutely no reason to sell it.
Yeah.
That's how, I mean, unless it, for whatever reason, collapses, which it shouldn't do. Collapse to me would be below 1996. If it goes below 1996, you can sell it. I don't think that's happening. And then I give you permission to sell it. Not until then. I think this has got more legs. I mean, it hasn't been a superstar lately. Came down from 22 and a quarter. I think it makes that back plus. That's what I think. It has to. It's just too good. It's just the fundamentals are just too good. There's nothing wrong with the technicals, and the fundamentals are just too good. I think they're out here in Long Island. They're located in Riverdale or something, Riverhead. They're out east in Long Island, I think. Or at least one of their plants.
Yeah, I should double check on that. You're really good when it comes to
Maybe I'll
biotech executive. So
maybe I'll drop in on them. You think I should drop in and say hi?
Maybe not just like a drop in, but maybe give advance notice. Yeah, the more CEOs you speak with, the better our odds are, for sure. That's when you can activate your gut.
Look, I don't like to give away free advice to all these CEOs. I should charge if I'm going to talk to them.
Yeah, maybe so.
The next one is the next one after Lake was what was it? I got to look again. Lake. I think you see I can only retain three symbols at a time. Geron, aemd, and bcrx. Okay, let's do Geron.
I'm interested to hear about, what do you say about Geron?
Again,
this is
Geron
a
is in two trials. You know that, right? MDS and M.
Yeah.
And say MF, trust me, I'm not cursing. It sounds pretty bad, but it's not cursing. The disease is very bad, however. It's multiple, whatever it is, myelofibrosis, myelofibrosis is what it stands for. A disease you never know from. None of these diseases. The thing I like about Geron is that I like the science of telomeres and telomerase. I'm just into it. I like simple solutions to complex things. Limiting the growth of the doggone tail of the cell to stop it from replicating is a concept anybody can understand at the age of 5. You don't need to, a high IQ to figure out.
Yes.
So the concept is really simple.
Yeah, similar to
more
CVM, right? I mean, super easy to understand.
Yeah. Now, remember in the Mayo Clinic, the MF trial had sensational results. Right now, they're lagging. MF is a phase 2 and MDS is phase 3. Don't ask me what MDS stands for. It's another horrible lymphoma. The phase 2 study came out pretty good. I expect the results to be good, really. But my gut, why I'm in it? Partly because Musketeer and Port Royal have been bothering me to come into it. No, I'm just kidding. That's not why. The reason I'm in it is my gut is telling me buyout. Now, why this one as opposed to the 99,000 other biotechs? Well, for one thing, John Scarlett has sold several companies, and he's been hanging around for too long. So timing. There's also rumor that they were offered $10 by J&J and turned it down, and that's why Janssen walked.
Yeah.
So who knows? $10 right now would be.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're.
I bought it today at $1.83. You surprised what?
I said I'm surprised you're in this one because you got burned by this a couple years ago, and so did I.
Burned, but yeah. I tweeted out that Geron owes me money, payback time.
Yeah. Huh.
It's been what, a year and a half since we got killed on it?
No, I think it's like 2 years. Yeah, 2.5 years since we got killed. Yeah. So
you're 1 year away from the completion of phase 3 on MDS. MDS alone, forget the other indications, is worth about $500 million a year. They now own all of it, not just 15%. So you figure it out. I don't know what their market value is, about 600 market cap now.
That's a good question.
Can you check that?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, 600 exactly.
Okay, so you put a multiple of 10 on that if they're successful. And that'll take you to $20 a share. I love it. I think it's a $20 a share buyout with success on the MDS trial. All the major brokerage firms have decent targets, 1 year targets, $3, $4. I figured there's very little risk at this point on Geron.
Yeah. I mean, my gut tells me maybe. My principal tells me no. I gotta think about this.
Once burned, stay away.
Yeah, that was kind of a shady move what they did 2 years ago. So that's kind of like,
It was.
But I think they're due for a
shitty if it's. No, look, Jake, it's especially shitty if they were really $10 and more.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I have no way of knowing if that's true or not.
Yeah, and I usually don't go in just on buyout rumors alone. So I'm gonna have to. Well,
let me make it clear. There is the buyout room. There is no buyout room.
All right, no buyout rumors. Okay. All right.
So no buyout.
Yeah.
No buyout room. But Dr. J is starting the buyout room.
Yeah. Well, you should, but I definitely think they're due for so there's that.
Look, right now, if you have a $500 million revenues, that's worth to big pharma about 5 times that. So that's 2.5 million right there. The rest of the pipeline, throw in another 2.5 million or so, and you got your tenfold multiple. That's what I'm looking at. It makes sense.
Yeah, but it's not going to be until after readout, right?
I mean, so, it makes some.
Yeah, the I merge.
Why? It'll be more money.
Yeah, it could work. I mean,
if it's before readout, they'll pay $10 instead.
Yeah.
I think it's a good buy at this point. I could be wrong. I've been before. I was wrong about Tron to begin with, right? So I could be wrong again. It's just that lately I haven't been wrong very often.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say short-term pump. I'm not sure about the buyout. Data due 2022. It's a little far out for iMerge, but
no. You're talking 1 year from now to complete the study.
Yeah.
So data news second half of 21.
Second half of 21. Okay.
Yeah. You're talking about like a little more than a year for data.
Yeah. I saw second half of 2022.
aemd. Lynn is in the hole on this one. Let's see if we can get her out. aemd. A lot of people profited from listening to us on aemd, including you and me. But some people listen with bad timing.
Yeah, that was great. This saved my entire week.
Today was not a bad. Today was bad for aemd. What was it?
Yeah, it went up in the morning, back down into the red in the afternoon. the market expects some kind of
It's
offer.
like 2 cents. It could run right into conference time, though.
Yeah, they won't offer.
And depending on
they won't do a dilution before.
Depending on how ebullient Tim Rodell is on Thursday, it could really pop after the conference. But he's not a guy that hypes anything, so don't count on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not that kind of guy.
My tingly senses tells me secondary coming. Probably within the month.
Could be.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm going to keep a certain core position on this one. I think it's the real thing, the hemo purifier. The reason it languished for 10 years is because they had nobody at the helm. Nobody. Now they got a professional as CEO. You watch the difference that makes. It's like, so if you have a little patience, I think this one's going to be good. It's a Star Trek device. It's just an amazing gizmo. You hook it up and your viral load drops 90%. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it has applications to oncology. The CEO told me he thinks its true value is in oncology, not virology. So it's got multiple uses, also in HIV, and I mean on and on and on.
That's pretty amazing.
It's a tremendous gizmo. It's just at the tip of the iceberg what it could do. And you're going to see the difference now that you have Tim Rodell, real person, so running the company. He's a pulmonologist by training. I'd say he's a very brilliant man from talking to him. So I really like this company long term. Short term, you're subject to all kinds of problems. True. All right. What else we want to look at? BCRX and call it a night.
Yeah, we got dude bcrx.
I did not eat any nuts today, Mark. In case you're listening, Mark, no nuts for Dr. J tonight. I'm doing my best.
You can eat as many nuts as you want.
No. I can?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mark doesn't like my nuts because it's unprofessional.
Don't let anyone tell you can't eat. That's crazy.
I can eat nuts.
Yeah, totally.
Sometimes I get hungry. Sometimes I get very, very hungry. And I just feel a hypoglycemia attack, and I got to eat something.
Yeah, nuts are healthy for you. Good fats.
So what did we close? Yeah, good fats. Appreciate that. It's healthy.
Yep.
389 down 22 cents, well, 5.35%. But look, I take every criticism, a constructive criticism, seriously. And I think he had a very good point that I go with the order in which I advertise it. I really like that suggestion. I'm doing that. Yeah, maybe the nuts I can take exception with, maybe. The other problem is he's a Boston Red Sox fan.
Ooh.
And I've been a Yankee fan since I'm about 4 years old, so it's a little bit of a problem. But I forgive him for that because he told a nice story how his grandfather basically has a Babe Ruth's autographed baseball or something like that. Very nice. I mean, they're multi-generational Red Sox fans. So I can understand that. We're in a definite downtrend, Jake. We broke the 50 today. The chart looks pretty horrible.
Oh yeah.
We broke this big green candle. Let's draw. At first glance, the chart looks icky, yucky. Let's see. Of course, I happen to have a lot of shares of this, so I hope it's not as yucky as I think.
Well, it's a slow bleed until Brazil trial data. That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So long as it doesn't go below 377. Can it stay above 377, please? I'd like that. It would make me feel better.
I'm gonna go on a record and say that next week would probably be you'll see somewhat of a reversal.
I hope so.
Yeah.
This one's getting me nervous.
Yeah, but you think about it, right? I mean, the ownership is still 92% institutional. I think they're just lending out their shares.
The chart problem of people that are long into institutions. That's the problem.
Right.
After they lose all their money, they'll have to check in. Shock therapy. I don't know what the hell is wrong, but it's not looking good.
Well, here's the situation.
It's looking yucky.
Yeah. Here's the situation, right? The company basically, once they show their cards that they have, Cladesivir, nothing else matter to the market. You can have good Zika news, you can have good HAE news, whatever it is, and we have, but nothing else is going to matter until the COVID news come out. When is that going to be? It could be any day. I think it's going to be first week of July. But nothing is going to happen until the COVID news come out. I mean, that's all that people care about.
Look, I'm not selling this thing unless it makes a clear break of this recent low. If it goes much below 377, if it doesn't stay in the middle of this green candle, let's say, that would be from 345 to 393. Let's say 365. If it doesn't hold 365, I might just get the hell out.
Yeah,
let the next guy make it.
Yeah, and every
there's
day.
So many other things to do.
There's more large orders filled than small orders. Number one, and number two, the short interest is like extremely high. So just a lot of naked shorting, but I'm staying in until COVID news come out. I think it's gonna.
No matter what number you see. You're talking about volume. I just drew a line. We have nothing but declining volume.
Yeah, because nothing is happening.
Most of the big volume, nothing is happening. It's in waiting state.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah, it's like silent period, right? I mean, nothing will happen until.
The thing I don't like, the largest volume day we had in 2 weeks was a down day today. Don't love that. But of course it was triple witch.
Yeah, today was quad witching. Regular volume until the last 10 minutes.
Quad witch.
Yeah, and then 3x the volume came in the last 10 minutes. So
I am not selling, but I am not adding. That's how I see it. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
What happened?
Uh,
Everything's good.
Yeah.
All right, so David, good to see you. This is what the Vibrant Vix in Brooklyn says, buy CKO. And Cabinet Guy's talking about the Red Sox. And David says, I don't know what David's saying. But, you know, and Dave from Carmel is here, and so on. All right. So, NLST, I had the chart for it, but I didn't put it up, Brooklyn. I didn't realize you wanted it. All right, so we're going to call it quits for tonight. Thank you, Jake. I think we shed some light on athx and CVM. And maybe Fosco will come on Wednesday to talk about the great data that we're getting.
Yeah,
All right, take care.
Good guy.
Good night, everybody.
Ciao.